Are you tired of entering the same delivery orders over and over again in Schedule 1? Well, the modding community has been hard at work, and now I'm going to share with you guys 10 new mods that are actually going to improve your gameplay. I mean, how great would it be if you had all the recipes for your mixes saved right into the products page? Starting off with the delivery app order saver, this is a mod that allows you to save your delivery orders so that you don't need to enter them every time. As you can see here, it adds these buttons down at the bottom of the delivery screen: save, load, and clear. By clicking save, that'll keep whatever order you've built here on the left as a preset, and to test it, we can hit clear, then click load. Now you can see that our previous order is back. This saves orders for each store, so they'll be ready for you when you need it. While I do really like this one, there is one mod later on that might even be able to beat it. Next up, we have something very similar by the exact same mod creator. Store Cart Saver has the same purpose as the previous mod, just applied to the stores in person. You can head into any store and prepare an order, then up in the top right, click save. Now whenever you return, you can just press load and your order will appear. This works even after you've placed the order, so it's not like it's just meant to hold it for you until you're ready. It acts as a preset so you can place that same order whenever you need it. There is one thing you need to know about these two mods before you install them. There's two versions of the game: the main branch and an alternate branch. The developer of Schedule 1 built an alternate branch for users who are experiencing frequent crashes. So when you're checking out mods, you'll see some that say mono or alternate, and these are only meant to be used on the alternate version. The first two mods in this video are meant for the alternate build, but going forward, the rest of these are built for the main branch of the game. And like I said, there is one mod that may even be better than the first two. As many of you have probably seen though, our favorite mixing website has been out of service for a few days now. To get the recipes, you had to walk back through the process one step at a time, and when you have loads of products that you've made, this can be pretty annoying to do. With the new update, they added signs which some players have begun writing their mixes on, but I've got two different mods that are going to make it all easier. First, I'm going to show you ExpandRecipe. There's no more walking back mixes step by step to rebuild them. Now you can just open the product page, click on a mix, and find every single step listed there. This makes it so much easier if you need to remember the order of your recipe. But if you would like to try something a bit more in depth, we have the recipe list menu. This offers much more detail than the previous mod, but with just a few more steps to navigate around it. By pressing F5, that'll launch the menu. Then you press escape to access the cursor, and what's cool about this mod compared to the previous one is that it shows you the values for everything. You can sort mixes by profit, and I like using this recommended mixes page as it gives you the most important information up front. Another cool thing about this one is that you can view the recipe while you're working. Unlike the previous mod where you had to be on the product page to view it, this one you can just leave on screen while you mix, allowing you to run back and forth from storage to continue mixing. You can easily toggle it on and off with F5 once you have your recipe pulled up, so that makes it very easy to disable when you no longer want to see it. This next mod is the one that I think could actually be better than the delivery save system. ReShelves is a mod that leaves all of the stock management up to your employees. NPCs will automatically reorder stacks of whatever they need directly from the cauldron, chemistry stations, mixer stations, and all the storage racks. This restocking happens instantly, and it's billed at the shop's price straight to your bank account. You do have the option to set this to cash if you want. That would be done in the configuration file, and I actually have a mod coming up that makes it easier to customize your configs. But as you can see, when the mixer begins, the items automatically restock, and now $180 has just been deducted from my account. This really helps if you want to automate some of your setups. I've heard storage management can be some of people's biggest complaints. I've got another great mod though that I've seen a lot of people requesting. If you're tired of having to stuff your employee's suitcase with cash, Wages Manager will allow you to pay your employees directly from your phone. I understand it might not be the most realistic thing, as giving them cash makes more sense for legal purposes, but hey, this is a game about selling substances that are so strong people turn into one-eyed aliens, so whatever makes the game more enjoyable for you is a good mod to me. You can see that what it does is add this new app on the phone, where you can pay the wages for employees that are working at any of your businesses. However, it does need to be paid every day though, so in reality, it might not actually be the greatest compared to cash right now. We're gonna have to wait and see if one day it can automatically deduct the wages. And you might have noticed at times that my phone is looking pretty funny. Well, this is from a phone customization mod, and it actually does more than just the cosmetics too. At the top of the home screen, you can see that now it shows your net worth, which I think is actually pretty cool. Previously, the only way to see this number is on the load page before you start playing. Of course though, with this mod, you get the ability to customize your phone too with some sweet backgrounds. Obviously, I chose to go with this great Learn with T1, but it comes stock with a few options. Here you've got Stoner Sponge, a chill girl, some spread out stoner icons, and one that comes installed first, a Smoking Morty. In order to change the wallpaper, you have to go into the images folder that it adds with your mods. It's going to set whatever photo in there is named phone wallpaper, so just add your own. Rename the Morty one to template and yours to phone wallpaper. And voila, you've got any image that you'd like as your background. This mod also enables dark mode on your phone, which for me, I chose to disable. This leads us into the next mod though that's going to help you manage all of this. This mod manager is integrated right into the phone in game. It adds its own app which when opened allows you to configure many of the mods that you've installed. For example, if you click on the phone wallpaper, this allows you to disable dark mode. Or one of my skateboard mods, you can customize all of these different settings very easily. That being said, it doesn't work for every mod. A lot of mods store their config files in weird places, and you'll have to do a bit more digging in your folders to find them. Many times, the mods on Nexus will tell you where to find the config file if you need it. Now, if you've ever gotten into a fight with someone and tried to pickpocket them just to realize that you can't, this mod changes that. Corpse Pickpocket adds in the feature to pickpocket people after they've gone unconscious. Not only does this work by physically knocking them out, but if you give them sedating products, you can actually dig through their pockets to retrieve any goods. This makes sense to me, and I was actually surprised you couldn't do this at first. And also, if you're having trouble navigating at night, or maybe wish it was just a little bit brighter, BrighterNights gives you complete control over the darkness, and I think it was integrated rather well. By pressing F3, you'll be able to control this slider on screen with the scroll wheel on your mouse. You can turn it all the way down back to default, or even make it very bright if you'd like. Just don't forget that you also have a flashlight by pressing F. I've also got a mod here that's going to add something a little bit more fun and a lot of bit more crazy. If you've beaten the game or just want to spice up your gameplay, you can experience A Night with the Living Dead. The Incident is a zombies mod that turns the residents of Hyland Point into flesh eaters every single Sunday night. When I first experienced it, it was actually a jump scare. I did not expect it to be like it is, so I'm not going to show you too much as to spoil the experience, but it's out there if you would like. I hope you were able to find at least one thing from this list that you might want to add into your game. Check out my other Schedule 1 content right here, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. I will see you in the next one.